time it is, you here for the update. This the mic, keep you informed, make sure you're substrate. So you don't ever go without the info that you need. Let's see the Pistons rise to the top.
Detroit basketball!
What's good, everybody? It's your boy Pistol Mike. Make sure you like, share, comment, subscribe. Don't cost anything, not even a nickel or dime. Shout out to Alex for always keeping me updated. Click the link in the description for your cool Piston gear. We're going to get into it. So, a former basketball legend, in my opinion, Derrick Rose has retired after 15 years. Shout out to D Rose, man. I remember when he first came into the league, man. It was absolutely crazy. The Chicago Bulls got the #1 pick. He's from Chicago. For him to get drafted in the city, and the Chicago Bulls debated whether they was going to draft him or not because of his brother's past, not even because of Derrick Rose. But the dude was just electric, phenomenal athlete. Oh my God, I used to look up to him. When I first started high school, that's when he got injured. You know, my 9th grade year in high school, I remember like it was yesterday. I was actually going to my 9th grade year of high school, and I remember him getting injured, and they was up by like 10 to 12 points, and he was in the game with like a minute left, like a minute and 10 left, and he got injured. Like, he had no reason. Tom Thibodeau always ran his players into the ground until they had nothing left. But I remember when he signed a 2-year deal for $15 million, over 2 years, with the Detroit Pistons. I went to go see him. I went to go see him because he's like my favorite player, one of my favorite players ever. Like, watching him was like poetry in motion. Watching him was entertaining. Like, you talking about going, laying the ball up against LeBron and D Wade, and both of them trying to block it, and neither one of them can. Neither one of them can stop him because he's that fast. And he's that acrobatic with the layups. Like, nobody could stop him. No point guard wanted to play him. Like, people used to talk about him like, oh, Derrick Rose playing tonight. Oh, I don't feel well. I got the flu. Like, people had all types of injuries. People didn't want no smoke. And if he would have never got injured, the whole league might have changed. Who knows? We don't even know. Man, some of them championships might not be LeBron. They might have went to D Rose. And that's a straight up fact. People don't want to say, but that's a straight up fact. And it's sad to see, man, that the injuries really riddle his career. But the one thing that nobody talks about, after all the adversity, after all the injuries, he came back and made a solid career for himself. He averaged 17 points on the Pistons, bro, over them 2 years. He reformed his game into taking mid-rangers into taking more mid-range 10 to 15-foot floaters. He could always get to the basket still. Being able to shoot the 3-ball a little bit more. So I'm glad to see that. But part of me wonders if he if he just had a little bit more skill and didn't rely on his athleticism much, would have saved him to where he didn't have all them injuries in his career either. That's another question we got to talk about. But still, nonetheless, to have a 15 career in the NBA when most people don't even have like 4 or 5. He got a lot of money. He probably made over $200 million in his career. So, thank you, Derrick Rose. Thank you for what you brought to the game. And he said he put a lot into the game. Now it's time to spend time with his family. He's 35 years old. Ain't too many people running around playing basketball at 35 years old, man. It's not a lot. It's only a few. Once you get to a certain age, man, it's time for you to lay some time for you to put them laces down and go do something else. You know, as a person, I remember when it's sucked letting my dreams go. But I knew my body can't even handle high school basketball. I'm thinking it can't even handle. If it can't even handle high school, what makes you think I'm gonna be able to handle college or the pros, where people literally fighting for, what I'm saying, especially in the pros, people fighting for, jobs, you know, salary, for their money for their family. So it's a whole different thing. But shout out to Derrick Rose, man, one of my favorite players. It's sad to see him retire, but man, at least he went out on his own. It's sad to see he ain't got no ring or nothing, but for him to not, because he could have been got, and people act like he couldn't give up on the game. He could have been gave up on the game, dog. Ben. He could have left the NBA at 28 years old, fam. Straight up and down. So, much respect, man. Love you, D Rose, as always. Thank you for what you brought to the game. Thank you for letting me fall in love with the game. Just one of my favorite players to like watch, and just was in awe. So, wish you nothing but the best in luck and much success after your career, D Rose. I'm out, man. Peace.
Let's go. Detroit ballin', it's part of the culture. Sadiq Bay, street betray you on a poster. You know the specs, Ferrari Testarossa. Killing your haze, deadly handles our exposure. Cool composure, team stack to win the chip. Act like I ain't told you. First round pick, had him sick. K Cunningham, pass shot and Duncan, man. I don't know about y'all, but we come to Alabama Grant. They all jumping in. Piston Mike, we taking flight. Click like and subscribe. We can keep you right. Yeah, it's Piston Mike.